na nya wo a wo no contract nya e se fa hwefu soldiers na wo afa no wa sa say party no ye mount na wo sa
me gini ye se wo mo amene mo pre no mo ma mo ho apo
dabi ya homfoi ke Ghana fo ni
zen kan ni je ne mmase se de wo ka se nkunim die ba
NPP dabi say ho apo ankamani nye ya mo wie na da na ankamani age because the point ni say NPP abai NPP party say nyame mie wani ontimi mbam na wotimi se wo sika wodi nyina mo agimi yan yagimi ba ku yan chaso na me sama ko baby what is we be na nya proper and how do you define it party obi simu am wo nyina yagimi nti so beto aba de ma say nipa na osimu agimi no a woni munyansa amfa ye bedi nkomo
me da as a lawyer ma me fancy ha na lawyer yera adumako be fi na wote ne nka no the results mba ko granting to you nso omani age but yento aso George na ye baby omuntunwie said yete ewo baby a lawyer adumako be fi ewe there's an friend yenti free baby so mawie na bia ya declare results and ya can kind
baby no can baby no results ni provisional results ni bi ba baby o hono ma Dr. Momia was central say information me nyata say Momia wanya 800 wanya ni boom to money boom over 800 votes against 100 and something votes for Kennedy. Those are expected from certain places.
Yeah, no hono de enyanwanwa
and this o tie hono no bi no eba na say adwako ba fie betimi ajubreti because eba but also to tell about say why also free campaign mode ni mu because the party is trying to move from campaign mode
into
unity mode.
That's right.
And they say that campaign mode make say oh ye di ni sika ye will say na we na sefo na
I don't know me bizan
because sika no mo nyina ma chebi enye open secret. Delegates no mo abushafo mo onuanom mo namfo ye nyina ani mo sika no ma chebi enti me gyina me ka say ye di ni sika say de me ho mo na mo we say we establishment what chebi enti me ade bo ho no mo so move no the unity no sa bre na wo hia unity no also we ka say de oh me nua ya ade anya hwa to aba na wie ye nyina ye twen say nkumidie beba
as a personal scores bi ho
yes enti say wo win no me ka say nkumidie beba no ye nyina ekusia stadium ne akoka bom ne be party ne akoje power but ya say ya enne de ya odie beba obi no ehuru na be hye ase no se ne be lucia ne akasakeka no enne de butterfly ne betuo no
would have the butterfly ni
no then the butterfly
this has nothing to do
with the butterfly ko put don't comment
the butterfly is already
so yes sense
hibernate
no until metamorphosis ne omomu no from hibernation no opie free mu a no until set this time any say cause so my butterfly no hibernate ko butterfly so to the be
hibernating zo a otimi attract ye kese
to opie and one hwini ye now the huru say because I feel just neighbor e bia ne ye bow green line into ani age you move call red line
well so far the yet provisional results are eba ene the ye Kenya ye bubobo yi enyina no enye number bia pattern bia for me because
there were 300 police stations
yes over 300 police stations pattern bia for me just about 2 3
because
4 5
because just a whole central can Japan win whole central
that's right that's right and that is what we are getting
and so why when you know
mobile results also because you say reporters confirm
yes make us
but margin so
oh Accra has say a year me hu say 50 49 Accra had the aircon and so why
race no tight it's supposed to be so
San now am for can Accra has say na man for
50-50 race is very tight one way ya obi de ayi kakra bi wo ba bi besan hu
and a doso into one here ye bo region we confidence or hono na mo ni jibe be say ehurihuri a yemfa sabi first na yes yemfa bantam e ka ho na yemfa dudu me ka ho no na for ni so
was he in Vabant Mama?
Said those days such an year war yes bant my Florida near count do
tom
ya to na atweme
bia what the theater
nti bi na mo yem do ahwe na say ye de baby ka ho but also munya wetre na nya measured sabre results na ba no eni say party for no e say so be huru because e huru no
e ko fanzemba
yes okay ka man for abon ha say na akoto o say kra say one twes ka kra no aboka
Okay, so we're hitting various parts of the country now. Yeah, the air costing in April. Said the NPP presidential primaries ne esiko yensu sanson said the AC kono abusia ye guso hiti up ne yede the air coso mia hoduo ni nyinada na yede April. If I was say na wonso utumi tibie. Some results be ashasiye eba provisional results. I was say ya kika na ja wonso utimi ihuni ye pa results are eba Cape Coast South na dia yeti ni Kennedy akompre kon Japan enya 262 Dr. Mahmudu Baumia enya 307 Francis Adainimo 1 Dr. Owusu Efiye 1 rejected ballots 3. This is what we are getting provisional results from Cape Coast Central. And also Nwanwa kakra na let's get some of the results. Cape Coast Central.
Enye
yes. 307.
Let me confirm something from Cape Coast Central.
GMABC election camp. Happy 98.9 FM. Ya to yen central for no appetite Ghana fanenya ya de counting, sorting, results, moods, jubilations, collation, declaration, speeches upon speeches. Edebro kopem say the personal NPP for be elected as their flag bearer going into the 2024 general elections, and I'm not here alone. A team behind a big Kojo Sefa Dangwa Anopa Washasiye. Minya Bibi Ewoha Oti George Nkan Isaac Ade. I don't envy what he's doing. Bako kra. Na ninyina ne say ye adwuma no said ye obeti de ekoso. Na hin ewo the central region ma men kono ho na ye nkonkotie de efiri ho e ba na ye memwa. Okay, wada roman tentem said ye reports na e ba no dose no nti hin na wugina na de na ye nya.
Okay, muni ye might for we happy. Akwa from pay be wo 50 man to 9 Cape Coast. Now dem yenyim no vote no sisi no results no e be yi pa, but as at this morning and some 12 be me ko pay e wo Cape Coast South na Cape Coast North na other voting venues at the centers no. And opposite for na fe oye party pay for be ma work on my security wise wash no. What the nya accreditation na won te women ko. Enti me de me kwambo onyi ye pinte won kampo ansana me nya kwanya kwa na sisi metime roma. Menya oye voting results na mezi ama na menya kase sisi no mensa ka voting results from Cape Coast South constituency wo ena mangisa mezi monua mezo ko hwe oye election results okodo won na eba Cape Coast na constituency voter oba inyi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia inya 307 votes and after honorable Ken Ohene Japan nya 262 votes 262 Oro Francis Adeni Munya 1 and after Dr. Usefia Koto Onusunya 1 rejected A3 Cape Coast North constituency. Now Cape Coast South na no Cape Coast North sharp ma okay in Cape Coast North no honorable Ken Ohene Japan nya 316 Mahmoud Baumia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 272 and after Dr. Usefia Koto in 0 Francis Adon Nimo in 2 and after rejected is 0. Our Cape Coast North constituency. Cape Coast North, no, honorable Ken on the phone, or lead, and after Cape Coast South, no, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and Junior Olidi, one of them. Young fancy what commanded Nego Fabram K constituency, Moke in honorable Ken on the phone, when you 529, 529. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 404, 404, and after Dr. Owusu Fiakuto in 6. And after Francis Adenimonia 4. Now rejected no 4. Intervening about Twitter broadcasting 947. Into K so honorable Ken on Japan in Olidi with 529 votes. It's money of the Cape Coast South, Cape Coast North, and after K result are up so far no on him.
Many Ameda say Yabesa Bananahin, Neababeji results in the view. More results continue to pour in. Happy 98.9 FM, and I say BB around Josepha Dankwa and Zoha. Na nietiane se the results in April no ne ekoni nyina no na wonzo o dwene na wo hwe say pattern B for me. George etiano no ye free hoba no, is it a surprise?
No, it's not. It's not surprising to me. I tell you that Kennedy.
But I am getting much more surprised at his performance. I thought it was a done deal.
No,
it's
not going to be a done deal. We are looking at the regions. Some regions we all know. Obetimi edge now the northern region, even upper east region. Kennedy is getting some numbers there.
Yes.
Kennedy is getting good numbers in upper east region. So we shouldn't have to take it a done deal. So when you listen to people, and a done deal, 75%, 80%, it's not going to be like that because grassroots, some reward the grassroots. There was a message to them say, Ken Elucia, I just say, we are grass air Jumadia, young reward. And not a call. And they said, or said, Obi or be a watch, Perica watch be a, what them say, 80% plus way of election. Now I do say, to abandon war. Some region became, but yet to across the country, no.
A bedding. My many George in here na mendame home randoms you then I'll be handing over to BB Bismarck Brown to continue from here. Now the entire team is sitting down. Now the analysis near air course na pepe. George is not going anywhere. All the figures no many the urban reports na fan na pepe. But as I wrap up my yenko na BB entwa so free her election camp. Happy 98.9.
Happy FM. One expert, I'm a better, you trade you better. Bonuses are kese, odds paper. Any akwenya P, I'll be to me dear din kunemunkwa. Register on onexpert.com.gh. Now use the promo code PLAY1. Nenya with 300% bonus. It to me drew 3,445 Ghana cedis. What will first deposit? So one expert. Yeah, ma will be brave. Gambling what true to wash a year. Yeah, ma what wouldn't be if you do what. Gaming Commissioner Jinka to way atum.
Are you ready to party with the legends? Dance to the tunes of the sensational Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Obrafo. And Kobina for an unforgettable African Legends Night 2023 at the Grand Arena, 1st December 2023 at 6 p.m. prompt. Buy your tickets for 500 Ghana cedis single and 900 Ghana cedis couple in person or via AfricanLegendsNight.com or Eager Tickets or via *713 *33 *40 hash. Ticket outlets, Airport Shell, Global Media Alliance, and Silverbird Cinemas. For table reservations, call contact 020-222-2095 or visit AfricanLegendsNight.com. ALN is powered by Global Media Alliance, partners Silverbird Cinemas, Perception Management International, E-Productions, and Beyond the Return. Sponsors HD Plus, Eddie's Pizza, Really Great Brands, York's Rent-A-Car. Media partners Happy FM, Daily Guide, YFM, CTFM, CTTV, YTV, MX24, NYDJ Live, Amayal Deborah, BNF Team, Ghana Web, and 3 Music. African Legends Night, celebrating music of African origin.
Happy FM.
And the moment is here. Emre no aso se obia behu ne bobre ene ne mpempe so awababedu. The much awaited NPP presidential primaries. Metimi akasa bato ne de it is officially over. Se say akasa obia behu ne smoothness level. Will the prediction of 80% for Dr. Bawumia come to pass? Amount for prediction said a Beko runoff will let happen. But from the way our results in the corner they are now quite set. There wouldn't be any surprise from the last two contestants. Is it early days yet? Matisa amount for jubility, amount for geomani ahead of time. But Ebin should say it is early days yet. Midin at the best mark Brown. Mema wo aha. Ada wasi bebre. So we do a video no ato happy 98.9 FM. Me sanso da wasi so joining in live on Facebook. Esane say yejumedie no etwagu e Facebook. We're bringing you live coverage of NPP presidential primaries. We just ended some few minutes ago. Emreno aso say yako ahodo yako apro ne ye reporters ahodo ekasa as the results trickle in. Now results na eba no enyanya constituency results. So far polling stations are within constituencies ahodo ni bi na ebeba enu nti na yekase be measured in your celebration because ebiana in one constituency wunyanya polling station results ni nyina itubenya botre kakra. Now I am measured in your celebration. But across the country, kronumu ayeye. Kronumu ayeye. Enton kobeye for dear. Nebe say whether nenuma ye clear. Enton ko for dear. Now whether nenuma ye clear. Amobie hunu. Ne bobre. Ewo NPP ni mu. Mamenko ayekpon katamanso ho ena Mr. Wise ede aprobono efi eba. Mr. Wise, what menka pon katamanso etisen so far. What have you gathered in terms of results? Ede na one monitor so far in terms of results.
For any adepa as I say you declare results no na Ken na Ethiopia signing on the echo e ma no aha they na omo kan na say omo pechen you see idea so that man so police station A Ken enya 335 votes and Bawumia enya 225 votes. And Akotonya 1, and Adeni Mobutu Enya 1. This should be police station A, Ken Enya 335 votes, and Bawumia Enya 225 votes, and Akoto Enya 1, and Adeni Mobutu Enya 1.
But what's a polling station A? How many polling stations were Pon Katamanso na wetimi agara so far?
A and B. It is here and B Nina. me baba be so no.
Okay.
It be no, you could be in so Ken Enya 345 votes. Kenya 345 votes. And now Baumia 249 votes. And now Akoto Enya 1. And now Adenimo to Enya 1. Akoto Nya 2. And now Adenimo to Enya 1. It's a rejected ballot. You say, you know, 7.
See, Sisubi, mommy.
Police station B, no 10 and 345 votes. And about 249 votes. And Akoto Enya 1. Akoto Enya 2. And Ade Nimo Enya 1. And rejected votes, you know, 7. Rejected votes, 7. The Sanana, a course of vote.
Now, in a case of polling station A, not rejected votes be woman.
There be not rejected votes here any.
Okay. Yo, you better see be brave. Now, but in terms of supporters, I among 4 years a celebrity ahead of time, Anna.
I'm for saying a celebrity change about Sana amount for a money.
Opposing for that so polling stations ho.
Omoda so ma boduma pa ma boduma. Na the point is sorting no, e just say na ewia na e wo no. Na omu na wo apata na finti. Omu na ko ho na omu ye sorting. So omu ye sorting the county na we so omu ye na no be declare vote no
Okay. Yo, Misty, ya de besi ha no mo na bibi fufuro bia epiem wo ho no mo ana wa mayaso ate. Happy 98.9 FM. Your election camp and when you go so wo hwe yen e wo Facebook na waso go so a wotie yen so e wo radio so 98.9 FM and yen frequency. Well, yeah, corporate still near GJ results na eba so far. Yeah, got that provisional results and let's underline that say provisional results and so far eba no. Actually na party no e dia ba beto abonten ne ehunu nipa kra wedding kunimu ankasa. Sefa Dankwa has been monitoring some of the results. Yanko tie ne epiemu. Minia what badwuma ne so far e dia na wetimi agada.
Results na share trickle in kakra from respective constituencies no. Dia pick results ababetuja na ebi free asantemantom ebi wo enkranye krodwemu sanso ene bi free tifido mantom a some of the results. These are verified results free these constituencies eba. Some of them have been certified, some of them are provisional. But okwa santemantom baby to sad dance asokwa ora Kennedy Japan enya 147. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 186. Team from Fanchem because our concentration will be on the two leading contenders. Yeah. Na oko baby to say Yagaba Kubori and what Tifido Mantem ho baby na Ola Kennedy Japan ya Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 366. The remainder of the candidates no mun na obi anu nya bi. Inti sa ene hono edien etie.
Say e ho de be
100% for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and there was nothing like a rejected ballot. Oko efia a constituency war atoye mantemu ora Kennedy Akompekwe Japan enya 145. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 362. Yemoshi na yanko apoye mantemu baby etise nkoko na odu nkoko constituency a results ababeto dwa enenie ora Kennedy Akompekwe Japan enya 245. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 556.
Okay.
556.
Now, to me, can Kwable Kuma North, okay. Michael, Yanamusini, Honomo, or also gather some results. Yankuti, Michael, Edifia Ablekuma North, Edeba. Michael, what you mean, can Ablekuma North at saying?
Oh, Ablekuma North, the Bibia, Omo, no. Omo quality and Omo results no. Na me wo yemia bako ewa ha oye agent your friend no kwabnamafo ono no share my BBA course. Aka me jemu ama na money na kasa.
Or your agent ma which of the candidates? Or your agent ma candidate bang? Hello, Michael.
Yes, hello.
Or your agent ma candidate bang?
Kennedy, Japan.
Okay. Now, Ablekuma North before the Beman on Ablekuma North results, no, when I even net saying.
No more two centers. Uka tuning in Aboma, I think Bawina winning with 16 votes. I will say. Uka tuning in Aboma, my sending figures no amamo our studio.
Okay.
So we're coalition now. There was no overvoting. The numbers were accurate. But then Uka two centers because your center is Uka Boma. The difference was 16 votes.
Between Dr. Baumia and Kennedy, Japan. Okay. All right, Michael, you better say now you call back to the results right here in the studio. Na send your audio bano Sefanso are running through now. It's for who send your candidates in a performance. Sefa, back to you.
Na medeo call and koko and tin koko no more and a free ho call no and koko Kennedy Japan enya 245, DMB enya 556. Na Oba Botiano English among from a ho na a Sylvester Tete a ho and a member of parliament. Ora Kennedy Akompeko Japan enya 610. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 464.
Interesting.
464. Na oko baby to say adanse akrofom eno asante mantomu Ora Kennedy Akompeko Japan enya 149 votes. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 186.
Wow.
Na oko asante mantomu ho bia Obuasi East constituency eho Ora Kennedy Akompeko Japan enya 184 votes. 184 votes. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 356 votes. Inti ehono Obuasi East constituency. Yantonko so ana yenyina asantemantomu. Na oko asantemantomu Bantima, which happens to be the World Bank of the New Patriotic Party. Na oko Bantuma results ninye Ora Kennedy Akompeko Japan enya 404. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 422. 422.
I see.
Eno Bantuma results aba etiefo entie ni ye. Me say ya sheda na ye bobo the two leading contenders.
Exactly.
Omo results in some of the constituencies and as a polling stations I call no there eto da bikra owura usu afri akoto ene owura adan mu enya de kro eto da bi mutinya bi at some of the vote yanko etifido mantem ne yanko timpane kakra na if timpane ani akọ zebila because I'm still getting feed. Don't say me hey bibi she maso a me guso a me feed na timpane northern part of the country. Ora Kennedy Akompeko Japan 202.
Wow.
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 256. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 256 timpane results ababeto dwa eno Zebila Ora Kennedy Akompeko Japan enya 482. Ora Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 172.
Wow. Zebila.
Yes, Zebila. These are some of the provisional results.
But Osha, North Hono kind of surprising me kakra.
Yes, of course. Because of course some of the constituencies are. I'm still trying to confirm some of the results are bano. Yeah. But of course some of the constituencies now share Emma Dua Ora Kennedy Akompeko Japan enya ya. It tells you say why Juma. Irrespective of the fact say some of these constituencies never we say the home zone of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Na amanfo nyina feel say oh we there. Esan say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ni krom nim ti there. It will be a clean sweep.
Nefichiri.
And in future, it will be a clean sweep for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. But Ankobanesa, for a year, the Honorable Ken Akompekwe Japan to go to a constituency like Timpane and get 202 votes. It tells you say we're born homoding. And as we speak now, the results are still trickling in. And as and when they come and they are verified, and
we're still monitoring. Yeah, the figures no bro. Yeah, the results no bro. Yeah, reporters be so kopiemu. Ohinijan Sports Stadium, the forecourt of the Ohinijan Sports Stadium, Accra Sports Stadium, and yeah, the whole action in and so bro. You would also get to see live pictures and I said visuals. Efi more live on Facebook. Inti say obeso hunu ne ekoso ewo babia the final declaration nso bekoso a happy 98.9 FM and e de nyina ebe bro will bring you live visuals and of course every bit of the action emrana declaration e bekoso no. But so we hear the results no kwa wonso ete saying you want to share your thoughts with us na yen kenkan emfa ma ebi so ana wonso wa gauge bibi ehunu bibi a observe bibi you want to share with us this evening. But yen kenkan wonso say ye we nyina no voter exhibition exercise koso ye we nyina no voter exhibition exercise no koso enti se ukotwero wudin se wobeto aba ye kwakoto no next year na onkonko check se wudin no apie mu a paucho momoden ne kohwe ne saade no na ye aba wetuo we koso nyina no voter exhibition exercise also ongoing and it's important to say obi biara nso ebe share nso we'll talk a bit about that later but the voter region na ye ne Evans Agagla eni nkomo ne musa how far so far. Evans, if you can hear me, what can you report as far as results are concerned from the voter region?
Thank you very much. It is over here as well, and results are in. So let me take it from Ho Central. So Ho Central total vote cast is 1,129. That's the total vote cast. Rejected 4. So now let's look at the candidates. Candidate number 1, Kennedy Ohinia Japan, 673. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, candidate number 2, 433. Honorable Afriya Akoto, 15. And Honorable Francis Adainimo, 4. So that is coming from the whole central constituency. So in from this result, Kennedy Ohinia Japan is the one who is leading voter region.
Is it leading voter region or the whole central constituency?
That's whole central.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we haven't. So there is no closure to the voter regional results yet.
No, not yet. Now, before we are hearing that they will be going for a coalition at the EC head office, but others they are not sure of what actually they are saying. Others say they are sending everything to the headquarters in Accra. So we are still waiting for that confirmation whether there will be a coalition in the voter region or we all look forward to Accra.
Okay. So is it just the whole central results you've been able to gather?
Moving from whole central, let's go to Pando. So Pando rejected ballot 7. Kennedy Ohinia Japan 245, 245. Mahamudu Baumia 181. Adainimo 2. Afriya Akoto 3. So that is coming from Pando. So it means from Pando, Kennedy Japan has carried the day at Pando.
Same as whole central.
Whole central again?
Yes, I said same as whole central.
Yes, same as whole central, exactly. So moving from Pando, let's go to Peta. That is Mr. Kennedy Japan had 288. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia has 281. Afriya Akoto had 0. Francis Adainimo 0. Rejected 16. That's Keta. So moving from Keta, let's go to Ho West. Ho West. So Ho West, we had 3 rejected ballots.
Okay.
While Kennedy at Japan got 239. Baumia 437. Baumia 437.
Okay.
Nemo 2.
Adai Nemo
that
2.
Coming from, yes, Ho West.
This is Whole West, right?
Yes, Ho
Okay.
West. So that is so far what we have gathered here from the voter region. Others are still on counting and declaration.
So out of the 3 constituencies you just called, 2 out of it goes for Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Exactly.
Okay.
3 out of the 4 voted for Kennedy Japan.
Very well. We'll have to leave it here, and then let's move on straight to the Ashanti region and engage our man on the ground for us in the Ashanti region. And I'm talking about Isaac Esiedu. Isaac, so what mean can Ashanti Mamuso a probably to say Nadia na bit me reporting.
Yo, me da say me wo Asante Mantem Matsumu ewa ha sei na me kura constituency mako enan e na wa ha me wo Bantama constituency so a me constituency kwada so constituency e na afi nso so me wo eye Menchia South constituency na sisi ani kura me ne sha ase free Bantama constituency anopa no ye bo amane na ye wie ye no enipa nso so mkoto aba e wo Bantama constituency no 867 and as I saw Mokoto about a delegate. Yeto abani wie no. Yeto abani wie no Ura Kennedy or Henry Japan enya emano 404. Ura Mahmoud Baumia enya 422. Akoto every year enya baako ena afi nso so Ura Adenimo enya 2. Not just the intervals, no, any Kennedy Japan, any Ura Mahmoud Baumia, 18. Now, I hear about Kwana, a young woman say, 2 about no, I'm back in Canada. Now, you say Ura de the agent, we knew what is answer one Fabiama. It may no Casadia, Ura de the agent to be a Amaname one, ever band my constituency now, so Yakaya Banavia, or no Unya, a man back pay. After ba Swami constituency, one unnecessary onum etuabano, 950. And some Kotuaba, near Tuaban, Ura Kennedy, Japan, Enya 389. Ura Mahmoud Baumia, Enya 511. Dr. Fia Kutu Enya 1. Ena Ura Adenimu Enya 2. Rejected ballot 2 89 so no and actually copy mu e wo Menchia South constituency one necessary to aban 557 and necessary mo to aban ye to aban wie no Owura Kennedy Japan enya 77 Kennedy Japan 77 Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 468 Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 468 Owura Akoto Afie enya 2 and Owura Francis Adenimu enya baako and a rejected ballot no so na eye ba akopɛ wɔn a meto aba no na ɔmo yɛ nwɔkye sɛnti ɔmo ameto deɛ yɛntumi ɛnkyerɛ yɛbɛpie mu wɔ kwada so awia no yɛbɔ amanneɛ sɛ kwada so constituency ɛyɛ beaeɛ a Owura Akoto Afie ofiri ɛhɔnom ɛna ɔto na aba ɛhɔnom ba bɛdi na MP eti hɔ no yɛkɔto aba no wie no sunsunsu aso no sei ɛna kɔɔyɛ Owura Kennedy Japan enya ɛma no 349 Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 589 Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 589. Owura Afie Akoto enya aduonu nkron 29. Ena Owura Francis Adenimu enya baako. Eti sɛ wohwɛ hɔ nom no ɛbɛka sɛ constituency nan na mede baeɛ no. Owura Akoto Afie baabi a onya amano dodoɔ no ɛyɛ kwada so ɛyɛ 29. Ɛhɔ no mpo kora no ɛsɛ yɛ ne constituency hɔ no wayɛ MP na wɔsa bɛyɛ ne minister ɔde ɛte hɔ nom nyinaa no aduonu nkron 29 ɛna onya. Eti so far constituency and 9 no ya traba ne de bibie ne ho no e beka say esti na mom wo hye Bantama constituency atuwie ye no na regional organizer Ura Francis Adomakno wa around ye kai no hwe ne ma se ne ne masi kono ayi hu yan se wabo constituency chairman na beti bisa ne se bi na se se ne no musi a target no nyesa no munyam se Bantama dom ka to benya 100% e wo Bantama constituency ti kokoba asa no na chete omo ye mo ahye mo hwe omo anim e no omo dimi na no na chete se enema bi ho no mo am na nkenye no na omo expect ne so Bantama mo ka se wo benya 100% ne kowiase no na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abro no so edu watch 18 and or the ebro Ura Kennedy e Japan. So it is so far and Persia and Nanya me course to stay and as you are so no ekoi.
Okay. Now Kumasi general atmosphere anything saying.
So far I had no idea because I tied the essence boat no a ekoko no a baby ono mo a Kennedy ekonanim kakra wo mu se baby a yabobo bia no Owura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebro no so de na enso so emro so no ense da enko so se ne kane se ne nenka omanfo expert no eti Usta wana na etai Owura Mahmoud Bawumia echi no a wo mu se ware ne wo constituency dodo no ade na enso se ne omo expectation no me giri se afelu omo kakra nti so ho omo animu a ayese de desre kakra na ayese wukuru ewu foforo no ase ye de ase ye ne ya enti sa na omo animu ti ne mum enye gidigidi se de sa ne mu se nka ye hwe man se no mu sinyaye no se Kennedy ena rene ma dodo no se ne wa asantema ntemu a ene nkenenka ni je ne ke be kosoro pa ena se Owura Bawumia so rene ya nka ne krofo mu ani be de ne nso se ne ye be ka se pass no way wa rene de ne nso wo hye se ne turn out no anase intervals no ebobo oboso no a de ne nso timo so mo anim no enye me bi won ma ne no mo hye no eye sa na mo taka ne nso be ka se asundie mu de ebi aba wa asantema ntempa efiri se ye to aba ne ebe sia me ya me no ka se de ye nya bibi aboni bi a ya to aba na wi a omanfo dodo no a eko na emum se ye bebo se ye de ne ma bebu yeti no menua ebi ne ha se unso bi a de obi eye aboniti ebo dede wo krum se ne nka obi rene a enkomo ye no no enye sa na tie wa ha se
Happy FM.
Isaac Asiedu from Ashanti region, many thanks. Okay, Yako Ashanti region about Yensamba back to the studio near where so far near Sefa down quite me I gather from other centers. Minia.
Yanko the central region, part of the central region. Results are Mensakano Ibini Gumwa East, Diawaha, Sanson Ewutu Senya West, and also Edia Ewaha. Na Mamifa Gumwa East, Diano Enfamreti for Momian Kaise central region.
Yeah.
The region for Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan. Okay. So the numbers will be now hono matter very well because so share how the numbers are trickling in from the northern part of the country and the margins between the numbers are Owura DMB Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya any Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya you see the difference.
Yeah.
But if that is going to be same
in the
central region Okoba to say Kaswa Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan in 724 as against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's 679.
Interesting.
So you can see the gap over there. Gumwa East, Gumwa East, Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan in 661. 661. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in 293. 293. Yako Ewutu Senya West. Mumi yankaise kaswa Ewutu Senya East. Na yako Ewutu Senya West results in ye. Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 554.
Okay.
554. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 397. 397. So you can see here the vote difference in the central region.
And it is reflecting, say indeed, the whole Ken home region.
Home region. But exactly. The gap isn't that huge. Yamman crying now. Yanko baby to Ablekuma North constituency. Oko Ablekuma North constituency. Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan. Enya 319. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Enya 346 of the total vote cast. Yanko Adenta constituency. Ewon kan krodem ya. Na oko Adenta Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan. Enya 728. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 727.
Adenta.
Yes.
Sisubie.
One vote. Adenta 728. For Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan. 727 for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia
difference of one vote.
Only the Ura Efria Kutu enya 5. Adainimo enya 5. Na oko baby to say Tifiduman Temu Tolong Yendi Deke Kawa. So Mishadana Mede Central Region, some of the results if you as compared to that of the northern part of the country. So just Yanko Tolong, for example, Oko Tolong, Ora Canada Complex Japan, enya 69. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 604. Good.
In that very constituency.
Yanko Yendi. Yendi de Ora Canada Complex Japan born home modern kakra. Onya 219.
Okay.
And Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 545. So whilst others are still collating their results, you're a step ahead.
Yeah.
Now we can say for a fact, and this is from a credible source. Say, when your provisional results, when your certified results. Now, Ceciano, you bet me say out of the 4 candidates, yet Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in the DNM. The results are still trickling in. The results are still trickling in. Now, did you say ABA within the next hour, tops next hour? Bet me, Ahunu, Panina, Obihim Franca, Ediama the New Patriotic Party.
Now, because say we're working on say your day percentages in terms of the all lead, by what percentage no lead.
Yes.
Yeah, the calculations in Bremona, you have a fair idea of direction about to echo. Now, ya to also acco other parts of the country. Yanko Oti region. It's an say. Yanamusini Evans Manasseh is on the line. Evans, what you mean? Memoaha, what can you report from Oti?
Happy FM. Exactly 335 Oti region. Now, various centers, one more results, and I have to Ganesa. Said ya can say and 24 acclusive push. I'm counting as there in these polling centers and other constituencies. Neighbor Abebu Bossi, na see and na war Biakoye constituency, Uti region, Kennedy at Japan, 235. Dr. Maumia, 429. 429. Owusu Afri Akoto 25. 25. 25. 05. 05. Owusu Afri Akoto 5. Francis Adenimo Enya 0. And total valid vote cast and also 669. Rejected 3. And total vote and after one more also to abano 672. And the Biakoye numbers and maybe Amabusian phone.
Okay.
Ma yentwa so Cratchy East Dambai. Cratchy East Dambai. Kennedy at Japan. Enya 117. 117. Dr. Baumia 515. 515. 515. Afri Akoto 2. Adenimo 1. First ballot 2. Cratchy East. One more to abani na one more 637 and about 637 and about our Cratchy East. Akan constituency. Oma beto aban 610. Say NITF. Kennedy at Japan 183. 183. Dr. Baumia 419. 419. Afri Akoto 3. Adenimo 2. Rejected 13. And no Akan constituency. Womu dienono. Yentwa so war Nkwanta North constituency. Kennedy at Japan 160. 160. Dr. Baumia 467. Afria Koto 7. Adenimo 6. Rejected 5. And no near Ekoso so far. Results every Cratchy East Nkwanta North Biakoye constituency any account constituency any edema busianfo no aka Nkwanta South, Krachi West, Krachi Chumuru, Wem constituency, any Guan constituency, Womugusa, Womo Ekanti, better Sema Educo Edu results are Kajan, that's the Dama Busianfo.
Evans, you better see bebre. Yentwa sunyen call Western Region. Akosua Jaba, enso ejinamu pampen, Emma Happy FM. Akosua timenka, dia na betimi aka every Western Region.
Baby, at a man can, no, Western Region, Hano, Tapade, Abato, and Pesoldo, Wabono, Nabi, and Pepe, and presiding officer, it's a Wilson, Obana Ben, was about to Nina, but a na 2 p.m. na wabo wapaneno ye hweda wabakan nanso waka ne wie ne na mentem ho ase bi wo mu kakra wacha de na agent local onje no ho ntum nti ye gina ho kakra banana abuwa eyi no kumakwema wode amba no amahen nti amba no mo tinyi yewra oye Kennedy e Japan onya 186 wo takwade abatom pesoldo Bawumia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, 403. Ora Francis Adainimu, Onya 0. Efriye Akoto, Onya 0. Total valid vote, 589. Rejected vote, 5. Total vote cast, 594. Afiyanda Henenwa Unko Second D, Abatum Pesodo. Henry Kennedy, Japan, Onya 92. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, 376. Efriye Akoto, 0. Adenimo 0. Total vote cast 468. Rejected vote 3. Afia constituency Bawumia 322. Kennedy Japan 145. Adenimo 1. Efriye Akoto 0. Total valid vote 468. Rejected vote 2. Total vote cast 470.
Okay. Thank you very much. Akosia, yebesa ba ho in due time. Back to the studio. Now you'll follow up on the results. Could you?
Yanto also nyanko enya sotium. Canada Japan enya 728. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 648.
Enya
sotium Greater Accra. So follow trend na there the prefer say okoba bit say infimfini mantem over Greater Accra because Greater Accra so far Ablikuma West enkwa ena ye bia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia edinkunu out of the results na yes so it looks as if Canada Japan more grounds in the swing regions the central and the Greater Accra region. Very critical so we put these matters into their perspective. But yanko Ablikuma West constituency. Na oko Ablikuma West constituency results na ebano ebi enye munyanto boase na Ablikuma West constituency. Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 437. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 619 and we in a free Ablikuma West constituency ho ena yemame Esla Owusu Ekufu wono member of parliament 4 Ablikuma Central constituency Ablikuma Central Ora Canada Compreko Japan enya 565 Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya emanumo 898. So this is the second constituency ever Greater Accra region. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia etumi edi inkunim. Other results ni bini and this one mon fan because I have to read from the pink sheet no omode asoma aba directly no. Enti I have to strain my eyes kakra na say de be ametimi ehunu na ma kenkan. Na this one is coming from Adentine. I'm saying my boy Adentine. So, Ora Kennedy, Japonia 358. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Enya 371. No, a result a free Adentine constituency. But other results no, it be any way is as I said Adentine. I can't be a number.
Waka denta did that.
Makanwi. Ehono same say omo ye 2 polling stations.
Yeah.
Them say polling stations me na me bo hono. Akan constituency. Ora Kennedy compare Japan. Enya 183 and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 419. 419. We every a year commander edina egwafu ebrim eno so ewo central region.
Yeah.
Ora Kennedy compare Japan enya 529. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 404. We every Cape Coast South. Ora Kennedy compare Japan enya 262. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 307. The first constituency
in central
region. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia etimi edi enkunim ewo eho. Yanko eye Uti region in Kwanta North. In Kwanta North. Okon Kwanta North eye Ora Kennedy compare Japan onya 160. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 467. 467. Na yanko Upper East region. Boko West.
Okay.
Boko West. Kennedy compare Japan enya 482. 482. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 173. Enono eye Upper East region. So it's not a smooth run.
There be
as people were making it look like. Because over some of the results, are a free certain part na amanfo binum ekase because Dr. Mahmoud Baumia being the leading contender in this particular elections, obetimi are having easy over those places. There are places Okwa, Ora Kennedy compare Japan, especially in the Upper East and the Upper West regions. One a year Dr. Mahmoud Baumia preso. Some of the other results are Aba Ebinye Volta region. Na Oko Keta constituency. Ora Kennedy compare Japan enya 288. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 281.
It's 88-81.
88-81. The 88-81. 7. Oko whole central. Whole central. Ken enya 673. Dr. Baumia enya 433. 400. A whole central constituency in the Volta region. So again, if you're checking the numbers at Air Banua, say Oko Volta regional, Ura Kennedy Akompro Japan is doing quite well in the Volta region as compared to Ura Dr. Mahamudu Baumia. Pando constituency, Ura Kennedy Akompro Japan, enya 245. 245. And Dr. Mahamudu Baumia enya 181. 181. We some of the results are as we speak now. Eguswa Eba na provincial results a free chifo Heman Lower Dentura constituency Eba Ebinye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia the big Ora Kennedy Japan the can 400 the any kind. Ora Kennedy Japan enya 181. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 237. 237. And no every chifo Heman Lower Dentura.
That's also central region.
Exactly. Jumaku enya na CMS mabo eno so edida ediama etiefo ene ahwefo Gomua West mabo so dida Gomua West se ebia etiefo refia Ora Kennedy Japan enya 602. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 239. Eno medical edi eno aba abetu dwadeda. We chifu Atimokwa constituency na oko chifu Atimokwa Ora Kennedy compare Japan enya 470. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia enya 115. Wow. 115. Esikuma Odobin Brakwa. Esikuma Odobin Brakwa. Ora Kennedy compare Japan enya 549. 549. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 210. 210. Yanko Asin Central.
Adenanyanya dandelo.
Yanko Asin Central. Yanko Asin Central.
Fireko.
Oko Asin Central. Ora Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan enya 491. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 16. Wow. Asin Central.
Wow.
16.
Okay,
yes, the constituency one.
It's expected.
16. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 16 ewo Asin Central. Yen twaswe na yemfa abura asebu kwaman kese.
Na ehokra doka yade because so we Kennedy Japan influence on the party members there.
Yeah. Asin Central. It's very strong. So for Ora Kennedy for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia
to get 16.
To get 16. Not just say wabon homo den. Ken enya
Asin Central
491. 491. Yantoa so na yamfa abura asebu kwaman kese. Na Ora Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan enya 538. 538. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia enya 242. 242. Cape Coast South. Cape Coast South. Ora Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan enya 262. 262. Dr. Baumia enya 307. 307. Na emse me yemfa upper Denchira West constituency. Okwa Ora Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan enya 183. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia enya 342. Some of the results if free Central region. Aba me bo so. Yanko Asante Manto Mobile.
Okay.
Na yanko midikande Obuasi East edie ebaye.
Another Bantima.
Yanko Medibantima edie ebaye. Emse ejeso Ora Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan enya 152. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 899. 899. Medi ejeso de na abro. Yemfree ejeso na yentonko so enko Obuase na yenko Obuase West constituency. Obuase West constituency. Owura Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan enya 152. 152. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia enya 519. 519. Na we some of the results are eba. Pino anu su egusu eho membo bobi so.
Mamenko Upper West mra na mene Sani Abacha enso eni nkomo na yehwe ne esi ewo Upper West. Yenya Upper West results ni bi wa ha. But we'll have more details coming from Sani Abacha. Sani Abacha, if you can hear me, what can you report as far as the results are concerned from the Upper West region?
I can report an emphatic victory for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia here in the Upper West region. At least the constituencies that are tripping in now are recording an emphatic victory for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and the DMB project. Because if we were to look at constituencies like West Central, Nandam, and West that are currently confirmed and are with me now, if you go to One West constituency, where the register is 669, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia recorded an impressive 445 as against 154 recorded by Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ajapong. Dr. Osu Akoto Afuye recorded 48 votes, whilst Francis Adanimo managed 22 votes. 62 voters were absent. If we move to Nandom constituency, the seat for Honorable Ambrose Dare, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ajapong recorded 59 votes, whilst Dr. Mahmoud Baumia recorded 401 votes. In that same Nandom constituency, Dr. Osu Akoto Afuye recorded 5 votes, Francis Adanimo 2 votes. In West Central, in one of the polling stations, there are 2 points for West Central. In West Central, Kennedy Ohene Ajapong recorded 91 votes as against 397 for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia from a register of 500 voters. These are the confirmed results as far as the regional votes is concerned. But as and when I do get more results, I will get back to you with confirmed results.
Very well, my brother. Keep monitoring. We'll certainly get back to you when you get more. Sunny Abacha Natin in Ifi Upper West region. Max, if from a bo, but does it look like I'm on for prediction of a runoff Ebebasu?
Oh, I am doubting, even though no clear cut victory. Yes, but at least one of them will emerge as a winner between 1 and 2. And clearly, the vice president is just lazy. A lead. In fact, I don't know whether to say a comfortable lead because elections say results nearby now all rushing into concluding in Kunimua. But I think that he has no cause for worry. He can.
The vice president,
the vice president, yes. He can secure that mark. It's going to be tight, but I don't think they run off a background. You put into the and I think it's going to be a one-time victory.
So, Osha results the wave is just like Oko. The northern regions now, Dr. Bawumia is doing very, very, very well.
Exactly.
Volta region, Canada, Japan, in so many constituencies against Dr. Bawumia.
To me, I think he's even surprised me with performance I will put you up in some parts of the country. Central region, the Ngawakaze is one. But you see, you're looking at Ubia, not the entire system eternity. And it was almost like it's a no contest. What you say? Yes. And Oshe Volta region results are quite encouraging. So for Ken, yes. Oshe Ashanti region, I am surprised. Ashanti region, thinking Zenka Ashanti, and Nanka Bema, the vice president in the victory, I strift about contem. So wouldn't have to still wait to the last minute to see who wins. But Oshe the Kuya. Clearly,
Ken spent a lot of time in Ashanti region.
Yes,
who was a payoff?
Yeah, he has, and on a region so Obe can say yes, the NPP stronghold, but the no nonsense kind of Yempese will be when they are tired of you, they are tired of you, and don't forget. I am not surprised because nipa ayem rashebedwefo a kaboom se anka finance minister mampanyin pamono na dodo na every Ashanti region. Na dodo na every no at that point it was a demonstration against the government. What you say anamontuo bi koso yempe. Enti saa asem no mpenifo no mo tena ase di nkomo ma ade no ekonkon ho but the anger enam so ma saa MPs no mobilize ho be saa action no na ewo manfo na nkasa omo represent omo no mu so what you say so you realize Ken no so ebe shows those of you who are not happy with the party come let's go. Those of you who need representation, who need your voices to be heard, come, let's go.
Because your MPs have failed you.
Yes. And and young one how he is performing. Ebino predicted landslide. I think they began revising their notes. And Tessa.
And Tessa also was saying share senior no your Facebook summary. Nana Babwatin said delegates should know what they want. But what the nation likes. Okay, so what we name your patch there. Also, Ken wins, nation wins. When Ken loses, NPP loses the general election. I get your point. Gideon Asante so said, sorry, Ken. Obet me share on Facebook now. The Facebook comments and also Abba. But you share live on Facebook. I want to share and stream and don't forget to leave a comment. I want to mention your name on Facebook, so join me. Now, me who send you election is it meeting your expectations and I say I disappoint you and I surprise you. How are you taking results are airban? Oh, but now what they fa Facebook and I bejo comments nina na ya kenkan e de amount. And Tom Kong 4-5 for dear. He never say whether clear.
State M5 no dey na here. But Bibi one thing is na fear bi wo ho. Say Bia Ken may join the other person who didn't free party him. Ken may want to go solo. Say I think the stake that he has been able to amass, it is better to keep it for future use. Ken Japan has established himself in the NPP now.
Yeah.
It is a known fact. The YNCC, if he loses this contest, he has lost gallantly. And for his first attempt.
Yeah.
His first ever attempt. Now,
and it is not just his first attempt. It is a dream he never had.
Yes, it was something, should I say, he didn't plan. Yeah, he didn't plan. It out of the blues or by contest. Because who's maybe say. But also ube sacrifice way. You see, that is the point too. He will not sacrifice the gains to say menya numbers be. If I decide to go solo, I'll carry these people along. It is not like that. No will necessarily not follow him to anywhere.
But that depends. I mean, of course, over what we have gathered so far. Adia nan kebet mi amene tu sana mo
enyansi. And obia dream say bia can betimi ayesa. I doubt. Because the wenya when NPP mu say no. I think that he has done very, very well. He has done very, very, very well. And a woman say, yeah, maybe his second attempt can make him president.
And do you think of head tribune?
Why not?
Maybe this statement is enough.
No. If he doesn't, then he will be sponsoring somebody too. What he has here, yeah. Somebody from his line should take, because party, political parties, be on a block.
Yeah.
And what me establish a block, and ne can say it was cementing year, and he has to nurture it. Say one day, the Enya Kufuor line, Enya Kufuor line can be the Ken's line. What did they make it say? We know on to me Niagro.
It is a Sebetmaka said Ken has established a constituency within the party. He's one person you can say or a constituency in the party.
A big one.
Yeah.
A great one. This is what na Alan ewo na onokra ne die no kano at this level. But this is what maybe he was seeking to have. This is what he thought he had walking out of the party. This is what Alan thought he had. Because Usha Obia bet on the influence or on a political party. Na Usha Obia Oyamra Shebedjani na prekope watiesim wako contest way against you enyema a wekitia ken some his own words. What does he his own words. And you see say oyobia wakan sembi ama onwa krofo no mu compete no ayusu etiano in this contest. Now yes, you declare no anybody a winner though. But Osha results it says he's putting up a very good show. The showdown, yes. This is the showdown.
You think there's a showdown?
This is the showdown.
When meeting the expectation of a showdown.
Oh no, what is the showdown? The showdown is making you feel like you're almost losing.
Giving you a good run for your money.
Ngannou versus Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Yes, the judges will give it to Fury. But it was a show. What did I say? This is the real showdown. I think he has shown it. There was say easy. Said na DMB camp no kana and can you show down? But when they toe to toe, baby, your ball results in BM Jimmy.
Baby, what difference one?
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
This is a showdown, young point. And to what you mean with Jina, under normal circumstances, baby, and get about 1, 2, 3, 4. You see the pattern, so right away, anybody winning. But wait, yes, he's not winning, but you are seeing numbers are so significant.
Only Max Adrian said, this is a showdown.
This is a showdown.
For commenting, bra, minim say me too expectation of a showdown there, but Senate will be no. My who na Solomon Tete said the showdown is over, but Ken really did well.
That is a show.
Yeah.
That's
the showdown.
That is a showdown.
Over, but Ken really did well.
That is a showdown.
Godwin Amegache, I say good evening. I say good evening. No, watching you live from Santor. Na or the Tuaswa or say, wow, Kennedy is doing well. I wish him all the best. He will get 40+%. Okay, let's look at how it will turn out. Evans Moses Fain or say it is quite apparent that Ghanaians never want development and improvement in their economy and their lives and in their lives. Sorry, Ken. Ken is the right person to bring a change and some important reforms. Okay. Kerry Otu said Ken all the way. Even at this point, Ken all the way, some say. Interesting. Also for our messages, Facebook na yen can fama. We actually quite happy 98.9. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your comment. I want to read out your comment. Until now, they are 2 number body and so at the account. Sifa,
quick one. Bilsa North. Canada, Japan 70. DMB 319.
Bulsa North.
Yes, Bulsa North. Akwatia, Kennedy Akompreko, Japan 188. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 395. Subin constituency, Asante Mantomo. Kennedy Japan 357. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 491. So there are a couple of other results. Mame Enfabin, you see. So now man for Pino Gideon said the Adina Kwakoyeno. A repetition of what happened during the super delegates.
Okay.
And I kept on telling people, so you believe in numbers and you deal with statistics, sir. You cannot use 0.004% to claim, say, it may be a representation of the entire delegate population.
That's right.
A fair
representation. We're quite fair.
No, this is not even closer to even saying that fair. And so I was telling people, say,
the super delegates, no, me saying.
Oh,
900
something.
plus. Yeah.
900.
964.
964. 964.
Do the maths, do the percentage yourself.
The fan is 964, and my Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say.
600 and something.
Let's say 600.
600 plus.
Yeah, 600 plus. So if 900 is equal to 600 plus, how much will 200,000
we want
to use the same ratio to determine say if at the end a fair representation of what happened in the delegates. They will see figures about me and say it is a true reflection of the African.
Because we can say
I get your argument as well.
You get it.
You can say an entire constituency's population is bigger than the number of people who went to vote during the super delegates. Yeah. So how can you use one constituency?
Said delegates in the we are from the whole constituency.
And I make I say, how can you use just a single constituency to say it's a true or a fair representation of 275 constituencies?
That can't be.
That cannot be.
That cannot be.
And so Avutuana make as someone make a chairman for say, look, those who are saying, and especially lawyer Obribwine, say, oh, it is going to be a replication of DSC on 26th of August 2023. Are you sure? I say yes. whatever it is that the super delegates omo kan ye no e ya dia e be san der debut in this election say and the results are trickling in and all of us are seeing for ourselves saying ye de ni ehun bi ye tie bi ye hwe dia e koso
but that dead but maybe not with the margins I ehun in the super delegates because clearly Dr. Bawumia,
let me give you an example. Anopa ye ne eye ye mame esla owusu ekufo edi nkomo asema na oka ne se okọ Ablekuma West constituency a ora Bawumia benya 80% and above. Mamemfa Ablekuma West constituency. Mamemfa her results no fama. Because me bosso na bia na ye refi Ablekuma West pacho. Mama me 1 minute. Ablekuma West na memfa mre etie for quickly. Because say the sort of a ye GDA are not some of the supporters of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na omo ewono na ebro adwene nti aseso misremo.
And whilst you look for it, Misty Wise, Eddie Abawa say, I'm watching you live from Tema Golf Estate. Fantastic show. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Misty Wise from Tema Golf Estate. Want to hear you out. Also, wait me the message, at to Facebook. Near can kind at the amount. Inti ma me ento nka ewo ho. Send the results neighbor neto saying, are you okay with Canada, Japan, their performance so far? From the results, he may not win, but we are impressed with the performance. Nana, does this meet your expectation as far as showdown here concerned? Is this showdown enough for you, Anna? Dr. Bawumia, I just showdown afa. Ubeti me achira wadwene ewo Facebook. Happy 98.9 FM. We're streaming live. When your results?
Ablekuma West, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, enya 619. Yen work percentage, Now. This divided by the total number of votes, 1,064 times 100.
I think that the super delegates should rather increase the number or abolish it.
Super delegates, no.
Yes, because
58%.
Could you win the argument?
58% against the prediction of say delegates of Ablekuma West. 80% ebe to Abano.
According to the communication minister.
Yeah.
Yes.
No pay.
That was what she said.
Clearly, I fall short.
Yes. So it tells you, sir, indeed, the showdown was really a showdown. Because se utie ensembi amanfoka. Look, and Nyankopon Duma. Ejoada. I was say it to me enya prophet appear kusi.
Na so one there.
David.
And as if I said no. Na de ni ehu de na ego.
I didn't see them friend.
I didn't see papa egwa.
I didn't see. Could you didn't see them friend? E dey me no worker.
58.17.
Ono enye figures no dey adwuma o. Ono wo so akọ hunhum. Nyame aka bibi a kire no.
So my prediction is that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be din kunim there. But percentage no ana expecting na manfo keka benya over 80% de keka I'm not sure say it's going.
It appears so man between 64% and closer to being real.
They are closer to being real. They are closer to being real.
Obiman is 60.
I think 64%.
Over 80%.
Uncle Benazin spoke about 70 something percent.
But 70%, I doubt that he will be able to hit 70%. But of course, results are still trickling in, and as and when they come, we'll share them with you. But Mas go say Anka super delegates need a some increasing number and some abolition.
They either increase the numbers.
But would him say the purpose of super delegates is to prune down the numbers if candidates doors one?
They must be well represented too. Because said it's only a handful.
Yeah.
Say one constituency. The vice president me secure 700. Na ekotoaba. You look at the chunk of votes if you one particular constituency. But you're using just
900
a fraction
to decide the fate of contestants.
What do you say? And maybe I'm even surprised some areas be you are there no mutiminya 5.
Yeah.
Voter region no many ade. Baby we nya 5. Obinya and we all saw how also running in the campaign. It was almost as if he was not in the race.
Yeah.
So there's a but here will be this be a cabinet Japan no ne buache jakonom maybe about the bigger pool na committee me affect what you say
and even crowd super delegates we share the selection of omo making up super delegates there don't see a problem kakra because at every point in time a party no power biano it is likely going to favor obi a ofi aban ni mu a or contest be but
Menya information. Deep throat sources. Deep throat sources. Now, deep throat sources, out of the total voting locations of a year, 329 voting locations, emu results bako be 200 diaba. That's over half of the year voting locations across the country. Now, 200 as reported voting locations, 200 as we speak now. The pending voting locations, the whole results, and say that MI, 129.
Okay.
Now, out of this, memang percentages.
Okay.
Memang.
Let me boost up percentages.
Memang percentages. A year, Ura Kennedy, Akumprekwe Japan, percentage share of the total number of a year
polling stations are declared,
so far.
How many polling stations?
200.
200.
Yeah.
Ura Kennedy Akumprekwe Japan. It's somewhere around 36.53%. 36.53%. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, the vote share is 62.25%. 62.25%. Ura Dr. Usu Efriyakuto, the vote share is 0.79%. 0.79%. And engineer Francis Adainimo, the vote share 0.44%. The way a deep throat source. I am funny say no cry
if engine room whenever
no cry no mensa kano exactly about an hour ago. I wanted to authenticate.
So
but
by now it
been
updated.
Exactly. So the party actually is preparing itself to make the declaration because said the
for about 100 plus polling stations are results in my
and I make us say we know about an hour exactly about an hour ago. So because I wanted to authenticate.
Yeah.
And sana makanwasem onipa ne ka kire me say you good to go. Entina mabo boss onse mabo real numbers
from strong
percentage.
Not just as of this time, no, not the party can safely go and conclude the outcome. No, because when you have about the 200 winner Sifadebaya, is more than 80% of
polling stations are.
But me say you per mass no because
but you're also looking at the number of voters in the remaining constituencies.
The volume.
The volumes that
of course.
Come. But you can tell maybe you will not have more than let's say 30% of the remaining in those few constituencies.
And it also depends on the regions we are talking about because the two front runners will be on the strongholds and so.
That's the only point in there. Like I say, because Biana will be numbers at this stage when the percentages are working, one vote create either draw you down or upwards.
Oh, exactly.
So we can say based on the 200 voting locations, how results are the party now has got a 60.79.
Yeah, so it's no more
60.79% of the total
results.
Exactly, total voter was Omonsaka. So I'm
they
pretty
can
sure.
Wait.
They can wait.
They can wait. They cannot just go and make any declaration.
It is early days.
Yes.
I mean, which means based on this and Kase a follow amount because depending on the regions are aka. and now betting me who say a koyema and enkoyema. If, for instance, regions are cannot do an affair, Tiffy Mantemoa, then of course, obviously,
you know how the
can,
dynamics
exactly,
are going to be like.
Exactly.
It's also when you check a canomo but Kofi Mensah sharing on Facebook because I'm still a member of the Showdown Fraternity or the Free South African or the Aba Kofi Alex Yareni or say the establishment has shared money, Papa, but the delegates still believe in Kennedy, Japan. I have seen CEOs and all the establishment working its way for the contest. I believe their positions were threatened. Prophet Paul Kusi Apia Eka se nyame aka che ne se Dr. Bawumia bewini. Prophet yemwa ha.
Yeah, mejo so Benny.
Weni aje?
Oh, and many.
Ane no weni nye.
Oh, when Nidia say Sebio obi ahwe ase ya ode entesa na emum de esina ni munyam na ye de menyame.
But we have figures about so far. Umu eni ji aso wapre ho ntemu aye ne ntemu.
Oh, so me de a year send the axe osha me previous is what this year. Na me din ka what that say ba me obenya 13 regions. 13 regions that I'm not like ho. Na when you 64% and the banner sounds the name and yes me pray one many a cloud be no the initial roman for that bottom crowd be sunny be anyway bit me as
Na say the last time I kasa happy so we see nyame say Dr. Bawumia be winning by 80% and now revising it to 60 plus.
yeah yes my revise into na me more those Kennedy about me now baby I want to make me why are dear cry chain service you near me who no and I'm a fan no he said conton grow and we are abandoning in area na foot will go on my development NPP party no.
But send your can no, and of course, send your can nature saying Yankupon Yachro say landslide victory for Dr. Bawumia. But you seem to be very surprised. Or you seem to be very surprised the way a Kennedy Japan abon home in this election.
Yes, opening even Bawumia na Nkasano and then in Crawford in I aware say and someone Kennedy Kano and then na be delegates. Oh, this is one person of Bekano correct. Bawumia we near abandoned because of spiritual tina ebia sebi this and some na openi ubera Kennedy no Kano sebi modu and then also na sebi obi o from the ape. So what you say? Enti yeah no na yenim de ebeko.
Two patches said Dr. Bawumia no need message, but spiritual help in the money we need.
And yes, so any message opening.
But also can message in any message that delegates person tie.
Yes.
Omutie.
So because ebia Ike enya di breno ana Ike ko kumase ana okonkran no obefie da. Babre obibia mo adida. Eno ye ten wo fasa here ebia woni ne sia otwa aba na otwa loto asabi. De bia onya ebrema 1 cedi ana 2 cedi. De eti no sabi nya bibia na eha ye kwan ho meka bet efutuo bebre on ma minim se Bawumia ma ye no nyame befa no so asesa wo party no enema bebre wo fom a sabio bebre entimi anya wo bre so a edi sabi omunya enti obani obetimi akome interview with Paul Admoatre na both previous but Alan Freeman no we wanted to make sure say because senior person be a Kennedy binya no akasa na ye percent at least when you cry be 16% to 18%, but adia why no sabi me bona basu bebre na me two chance man nyame ama na ya adia na me manayiko pa.
Prophet to NPP ni.
Me de Ghana ni me NPP ni me NPP ni sa mani ni.
Aden na wuntimi NPP ni sa mani ni ye.
Me yasofu nyame tire me say we ne benya meka Me, that is me.
Into 2024, when you be winning election, Ankasa.
Oh, yeah, 2 area. Meaning saying you winning first. Last time I'm in Sebio.
Happy FM Mekasa.
And I make us a cat water that say 2024 year is done deal.
It's done deal for who?
The why winning, no, over one is better winning 2024. The way today, Kuku met me a catch row, better call over fast. Yami Beman winning in a minimum. Mean failing with election prophecy that mean feeling so that when Yamiti.
Prophet, Miniam Max was a man.
Prophet. And I know Zabinu didn't come on my number no near Kobe and Nimni you. They say number over 80% how can and now the other 264%. Into you catch them say margin no eson. Nyankopon a prediction and a Nyankopon a revelation and a margin of error a kakrakaza. Or the previous one the no kasawa. Maybe I met me speak to what you told us. Indeed, I maybe say margin of error no free nyame ho ba no almost about 20%.
And I make us say you run the na pesi money nyano no but near the opinion na unya enti the Kennedy nyano so no sebio met yaka say yes so ye pene so say unya san unya sa if it's a figure bi won so no kunya ya.
Okay, prophet. Yeah, the basic had the other was be
Happy FM.
Prophet Paul Kusiapia and Oten and Kano na national Charisma Temple Ministries. So for any more predictions.
Amen. You should just accept it and on this one.
The issue of Sikasem. Mask.
Yeah, bro.
Waiting in Ghana, corruption at 20 million chadano.
Oh yes. Because you ain't Ghana.
Because I wish Sika and then just today. Sika and then two leading contenders sumwa good delegates botomua. What your additions and multiplications now you ask yourself say it says Sika be bay omukofe free. Now we are there no moti omuka.
200,000 people. Or strike free in population more. Quite a percentage.
Abba.
But the thing is yes, yes, can be. So they should not come to tell us when the rest of Ghanaians are talking about and we'll plead with them because they didn't just pour it onto the street. They pour it into the pockets of some Ghanaians.
Yeah.
These are the people. These are people. They are Ghanaians.
So almost
NPP for the, but they are Ghanaians. The cry for better economic living standards. They are part of it.
Because Mask, I don't know. Yo, may your calculations be Obi to 300 cedis per delegate. Obi to 400 cedis per delegate. 300 plus 400, multiply by at least 200,000 delegates now. You are talking about 140 million Ghana cedis.
Yeah, very, very cheap.
Hey!
For power. In the pocket of a politician, that is cheap money.
And this is how we are corrupting our system and making it difficult. Because, you see, there is no way decent-minded people politics.
You can't. If you don't, then you're very decent-minded.
I just say,
if you can't get the money, don't think of politics. Unisika. More of a binakazi, uniska, gazeminiska, and gazeyiniska. Unisika, you can't win. Because month for now, they want money.
Because their argument is that to watch what to my party no omunya mfaso bia.
So when you get
just a moments like this.
Beautiful. So when you get 300 Ghana cedis.
Maybe in the run up to Saturday, there was this candidate. One of the candidates was promising so we to a delegate.
Yes.
Is it Dr. Baumia?
I don't really recall, but it is our promising. That was Alan.
Alan Chiramatin.
Okay, so that was.
Or say there were some economic pillars. Or they be go akwamu a.
Betimi etua omoka.
Exactly. Party ni betimi enye sika. Na enye se afi ansa na brebi beso. Ama party makwa akodi dwuma bia. Afi ansa no mo free omo constituencies. Ekwa akodan regional. Regional enye bia. Wa escalate e dia ba besia akọ national. Eno no ya dia ne ha adwene. Was in tinkono de the economic policy for the party no will ensure say at least at the polling station level polling station executive be ewe dwuma bi ye ana say sika bi a party netimi anya de agu ho no won betimi di abo party man bi busia omo di dwuma omo fa omo amonyonko party for eye adwuma mu ti sika no no mu tua back into the party's coffers in kakra with a year
ojidi say side ene betimi asisa sikasem ho kwan ana betimi si ano betimi si ano say if a bet to delegates ne be reliant on a source of funding ebema omo ho ahenhan wo mo a omo mani di candidates
exactly so one here economically when you are that economically sound BBD or oniema bi yo sano a aya mpempi no sa dwumadi a wodi no ani e woso enti enya de a wo haw ho se chenchena achi a wankwa nkodi candidate A ana candidate B achi a obi bi kakrawa obenya de ato kotokum e de akwa akope bibia di no wonya sa adwene no enye den ma wotirimu sa it could be one of the ways the other way and say na mask e ka se e wo se omutumi expand the electoral college no mu enti ene ya yewo eye 208,000 say the padodo a ombeto aba about 500,000 registered members of the new patriotic party omo betimi afan akwan ahodo so na se ahodo so enye nipa ombetimi ato aba ne bi e de aka de wo ho de dan ho omo mo hye a ombetimi aye wo say owo nipa be 500,000 na okomo obia eye you find say 400 cities and we and your 400 cities na dey be more bia one more form no so if you check baby competition ni gina where the candidates were fighting for the numbers omo no more form no na ombe 192,000 because a polling station for no no mu gina wo enti no e na asem ni nyina ewo as a minister bi kwa for minister bi so man 400 Ghana cedis
you can't or the
other
the says ka we grassroots in
grassroots but say if the grassroots is economically empowered and I say I expand the grassroots no I'm a grassroots na kese ene 192 somewhere around 300,000
because the NPP expanded their electoral college and changed their constitution to diffuse Sanema Webe to discourage Amanfo from influences with Sika. But it appears that they solve a problem, in spite of the size today, people are still pumping money.
Yeah, Bibi, that
well, sure. I didn't know. I didn't mean. You said you can expand it and allow a lot more people to participate in the process.
Oh no, I know it can be done. But I'm talking about Sika 70 be free moon. I don't think any of the political
but to call this expenditure cheap, and cheap,
you know what?
That's about $11 million. I mean, in one internal politics. I mean, how can we call this cheap? That is not cheap.
If somebody spends $11 million and
in a country that is so broke like this, and when you're one,
Bibi, you are getting emotional.
No, I have to be. I mean,
somebody can just house girl bit me in $1 million. It will fee.
And your house girl no nya will be sick of fire. And then they are substantively will be there no fire. It's nipa no nya $1 million. I don't have a substantive example.
Bibi,
Na has God on na me ko onye politician bi na je say scan na nko no benya. No, this thing is getting out of hand, oh, bruh. It is getting out of hand.
Okay, so Bibi, says I never con there and Yanko. Name all the gurus are not supported the highest bidder.
Oh, they were all ministers.
They were all ministers.
Yes.
So if each of them say omunfa omunsa sunibi and 1 million and they were taxed they were taxed to spend at least, if you have 20, there were about 28 of them. If you were taxed to spend at least $500,000, 500 times 28, you will say $500,000 each. Obian contributing. You will say.
Now wa mebo me calculation here me calculation here now wa a minister of state o ka che ne so on donate $500,000 towards a candidate be the agenda in a country like this and your corruption here so calculation no the argument I'm trying to establish is that when na man ko for no politics
point that's breaking it down you breaking we are
is it a breakdown to justify it?
No, the breakdown will tell you that it is easy for them to find the money among themselves.
Okay.
What is American? It will may even you decide say you mpese e beye omube fund this kano whether so be a 1 city and 2 cities, but you be breaking it down be bibi ube who say the amount is easy for them to realize.
From where?
Team me see if I say you know 28 times 500 ubenya say
28
times 500
Mamenya ma quickly. 28 times 500 28 times 500 ubenya 14,000. Yeah.
Me boy. Ministers. 28 times 500 ubenya 14,000. That means what?
That means obi donate 500,000 a year.
Dollars.
Ubenya 14 million.
14 million. It's more than the 11 million you spoke of. And it means too. DCs and other appointees, CEOs, they are taking half of the 500. The ministers are paying $250,000. DCs, another appointee, 250. So if the DCs near the Nayaka, Jeff say all the government appointees nina obia contribute $100,000, which is easy for them.
And the question is, do they really contribute or the money comes from one source?
Yeah, they do. Because
you can't be sure.
Yes, you know why?
You can't be sure.
No, T. You know why, Bibi? They were taxed. If you want to be maintained, this is your portion of the duties that we have ahead of us. Yacha delegates nama this is nibi. Momusha wemu. MPs we are trying to retain the power that is within that we have. And all hands on deck. Regional ministers count. And the DNTina, regional ministers, regional chairman, DCs, DC Bukan as well. Akoto say be nipa. And we are. I hear no nya wo vote wa. Uzakobo agent and so what does it? Some nipa wenu nyina. Eti bibi wo pesa wo tra ha. Any wadwuma na be cost so $20,000. Make sure say obia or what production him bia. Are you saying it's difficult? Are you saying say vice president copy kizika edugu basim de ba or the bibeba all right or the bibeba bankrofo na ewo mu no
omu de beba
omu wini wia. They say don't be contest no the bigger picture no because all the money they have spent in the general elections it drew I was a leader no so ko pesika ba near the go general elections. Sanity. That is how the political parties do. Are you saying say e could do other political parties there? Ye jabo ni pa ba ko so onu kwango face
me say enunti na krono bo politics mu no enya ene enya china no. That is the point I'm trying to make. Yes. Say enunti na krono bo politics mu amassing of wealth nkofo party sika gu omo dem. Enya na no na NPP beka so no park dollars agu ni dem a or they be making sure so they be winning elections. So I'm saying that this is how we encourage corruption and we entrench corruption in democracy anymore.
System no more can system. A DNA system.
Oh, Amagana.
A bit of an update. I can tell you for a fact, sir, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is indeed in a comfortable lead. With a percentage of somewhere around 62%.
The last time we became comfortable lead on yourself.
Wait. This is 305 out of the 328.
Okay. Polling stations.
Voting centers, no. 305. And as you see, Abba. Now, it represents 92.98% of the total voter. So that's what I'm saying. Say, as we speak now, Team Baumia, BMW can say confidently, because this is coming from a deep throat source. And I make out say the party, as we speak now, is preparing itself to make the declaration, and NTB within the next hour. And also, we will hear the party's declaration and also the flag bearer of the party as we speak.
Is that 62
the newly elected?
62 points.
But 62, the actual figure, no, Emra. 62.01. 62.01 vote share of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, 62.01. Vote share of Ura Akompe Kennedy Japan, 36.79.
Oh, okay.
36.79. So it tells you of the relevance of Ura Kennedy Akompe Japan in the scheme of things in the NPP as we speak now.
You can give him 37%.
37%. Yeah. And you cannot take that away from him. Say if or you not crash or cannot they move 5% crack. Party.
But there is a thing with the NPP supporters. If you look at Senior Oral and Chama breakaway in Okoye, they may love you and follow you, but they love the party more than you.
It's not just the NPP, it's even in the NDC.
They will not follow you.
Breaking out no corner.
Home
view.
Ubenya kakra dia akodi.
Ubenya biako.
Ubenya kakra.
Ubenya kakra. Ebetimi ama ade nu modi eni.
Ebe ma be 0.43.
Oma hwan dey ni bi.
Ade ni 0.331.
Dr. Akoto.
Ubenya bitimi anya no bi. But say ebia okonya a substantial figure of somewhere around 15%, 10%.
Alan, special delegates, no.
Yeah.
Onya 10-20% to cry and go in free party.
Yeah.
Go free. But the upper is half figures. And into be free.
Into be free. Obi say Mahama, please start partying. Why? We say Mahama Ensha na ombose minim nti o kan say but some people think that Dr. Baumia will be easy for John Mahama in the 2024 elections.
We are not there yet.
We are not there yet. Until for John Mahama to start partying, it's too early in the day. You want to join us on Facebook and leave your comment as well. Na yenkenkai enfamao. Encha yebeko Baba Yara Sports Stadium near Kwakogeji atmosphere no ho. We'll cross over to the party headquarters again. Na yakudim komo kakra ewo ho nia hwesene ahomboano airco towards the declaration of the results itself at the forecourt of Baba Yara Sports Stadium. We have reporters and our cameras are all there. Yede action nyina ebebro. Sifa
update as we speak now, and the update 4:38 p.m. 4:38 p.m. Now, a year voting centers aba, and as a voting locations aba, a year 313 initially. The one that I reported of was somewhere around 4:13 about. This is 4:38 p.m. Voting locations about 313, so Sisiaka 15 voting locations. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is leading with 61.80. 61.80. Ora Kennedy Akumpra Japan. The vote share 37%, like we just said.
Additional banner is going in Ken's favor.
It's going in Ken's favor. 37.00. 37%. A year, also every year, to doctor, former Greek minister, the vote share is 0.78. And engineer at Dynamo, the vote share is 0.42%. It's updated. And as I mentioned, Team DMB can confidently say, baby,
the vice president is leading.
Yes, vice president is.
At this point, people can even start celebrating.
It depends on the party's arrangement. They can.
Individually they can start partying.
But there's something I must put across.
Okay. But quickly, before you put those ones across, also we are left with 15 voting locations.
From which regions?
15 voting locations in your Ablikuma Central.
Okay.
Greater Accra, Ablikuma Central, A and B, Greater Accra.
Okay.
Ashaiman, A and B, Greater Accra. Ayawaso Central, Greater Accra. Domikwa Benya, A and B, Greater Accra. Domiabra Obum, Greater Accra. Lejekuku, A and B, Greater Accra. Lejekuku, Pintem B, Ekoso. Now, Medina, A and B, Greater Accra. Wejagbawe B, Greater Accra, Tamale Central, Tamale South, Northern Region.
Tamale Central,
Tamale South, Northern Region. So, and if you're looking at the trend,
Ken may be ending at around 39%.
39% or close to a 40%.
Yes.
Because if you're looking at the trends at Airbus is here, now if you look at Greater Accra, a swing region, but it looks as if Kennedy Akumpra Japan has been winning most of the constituencies. Exactly. So we can say confidently, despite the fact that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia be kunim, but there is a possibility to the percentage, even 60, even somewhere around 59. There is a possibility if the trends are going to be same. Say the year with results are a free constituencies are in the Greater Accra urban. Sound a better cost there. Then one can confidently conclude. One can confidently conclude.
Say Dr. Baumia will be doing 59-60.
Ken will be doing 40-41%.
And Bibi, if it happens that way, then I think I have to buy Tom for our brother George.
Okay.
Because on also prediction. Prophets, dear Becca, any posters, George's prediction was that the winner will hover around 50, 52, 50, thereabout. He mentioned the 50 something, maximum 60, and I think that's it. It falls in line.
Update. What's the Mekacho say? We are staying ahead of the curve.
Of course.
Yeah, well, strong room.
This is your election. Election company.
Election company. We are staying ahead of the curve. Mekacho say 15 voting centers in Aka. Sisiaka 14 because Bakwaba. Now they are bano free. Tamale South.
Tamale
South constituency. Northern region. Okay.
What are we having?
Kennedy Akumpra Japan 253 votes.
Okay.
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 872 votes. Me more diakano. Because medical can say our trend has been said we are following the two leading contenders. And as we speak now Bakwaba, we are left with 14 voting centers.
But this one he gave us nominal instead of the percentages.
We'll work the percentage.
And add to the existing and add to that. We'll work to it. So all I need to do is refresh my, the refreshing and
the system will refresh
itself.
Now, show now, baby, executive producer extraordinaire. The software ne ka. Figure ni to
and so we're going. Figures now.
DMB. Me pacho mo fancheme. Na MZ wo phone back on so yeah the PCC ano. And obviously I'll make sure say I get
we'll bring it back
those figures no. So they be etief will be to me ehunu bie no mo so omotimi.
But this would also come to confirm something about Dr. Bawumia. I mean, a man who was alien to politics. Well, I would say partisan politics. A technocrat, Nanado introducing into politics by appointing him as running mate. Now, among for so many the way Utimi warming into politics so quickly groomed himself and became so relevant. But this time around, his relevance is not just at the national appeal, but we're in the party anymore. We can, let me rather put it in a question form. Can we say now, Dr. Bawumia, just as you said for Kenya Japan, has equally also entrenched himself in the party? This is a man and he has only roots within the NPP. This is a man and he has say, bu protocol so I'm an a head start. Well, this confirms say indeed say you can't formidable people within the NPP. Dr. Bawumia
is there, no doubt.
Is in there.
He's there. He's there. He's there. Maybe he's there. You see, this is what is also happening.
Yeah.
On top of what you have just said. He, and by this results, diffusing the account tag that John Mahama used on the NPP, putting Bawumia at the center of it.
Okay, say, but MPP for you should Bawumia dampeno.
So that thing that the MPP feared most, omodibeko any election, especially the one ahead of us, no say John Mahama can say that thing they have really achieved it, voting for Bawumia and letting everybody know. So for the first time, the party is going to be led since 1992
That's right.
by an ordinance.
After several attempts.
It is also brightening the chances of the MPP in the north.
That's true.
If not consolidating the gains they made in 2020. Was 2020 we make a lot of gains.
Yeah, they want more seats there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Bawumia factor, if is finally declared, Sanyama we the tag that the MPP is an account party is gone. And not yet. You can't debate it anymore.
They say don't move for no swenya.
Yes. You can't debate it anymore. Again, aside how hard he is able to work and bring the voter, the northern votes to the party. And so and also no, it is a plus for them. Whether or not say Usane from her negates, because I don't think any showing in the Ashanti is so strong. I was expecting a much stronger showing in Ashanti, but I don't know whether you have to give it to Kenya Japan for performing well. We're performing well also in the voter region. Bawumia are there in the voter region, and that is another thing. It is one big signal. Even though a MPP primaries, but primaries now offer 200,000 or offer this high number of polling stations. It means that I shall say to you. So they say, and mind you, the things that some of us discuss here your problems are you're trumpeting a down. Who call some parts of the country as answer obi ente krada on pay bieti. That what you say. Enti osha the MPP for aye omuhunei dia. Yes, in the Greater Accra region, in Kumasi, Takoradi, and other major cities, the party must work to portray say that is the only means they appeal to the people in these areas. But when you go to the hinterlands, now the issue of mifriha, Montoa Bamame, now where the Yokrom ni, it means to be free side way, a big problem.
That's true.
What you say? And the MPP problem, who want now is to come and tell anybody be a 10-7 as say, more can say we had this, Mo can say we are easy. Mo can say they have that defense to do. But how they able to organize themselves? I told you one more. But the tag of their camp party is gone. That is a record.
So Baumia has ended several years of drought in terms of. Oh yes, of course. I mean, it is clear. They say when Timmy Yususa can't tag against the NPP because Oma break his idea.
They've broken that.
But this also means that we're going to have two front runners in the 2024 elections. Hailing from the north.
We have no choice.
Well, we have no choice.
Yeah, I'm not talking about choice, but
we cannot also ignore the fact that we've had a year our brothers from the northern part of the country leading this country before.
Exactly.
And they play key roles in our body politics. Idea about any the tax that we usually attach to people.
Okay.
Say, free north, he's a Ghanaian.
Yeah, I understand that, but when it comes to elections,
I know.
This is not tribal.
It's not tribal, but I know the
original.
ethnic cards, I know the tribal cards, I know the religious cards and all of that. But strip all of that off. Who is the person?
That's a big, that's a Herculean task.
But you see, the reason a horse at the end of the year relevant in the analysis and discussion is the decision to vote for a particular person, and they have varied considerations.
Exactly.
So you want to look at it that way and give room for all of these varied considerations.
And sometimes
because maybe a bit FIPA, they won't mean discount it in an election.
Really, you see, so entrenched was our discussion. When say we're being quite hypocritical in a sense that even in Parliament, we talk of representation.
Yes.
Who doesn't want to be represented? We talk of representation because we identify that we come from somewhere. You're free, baby. And we need somebody to represent us. Oh, mikrom ya ha. Nene de mikrom nini. Ye namu yuko shaso fu bikura no bo se mi free ha. Na unzu free ha. Mikrom nini ye krom. Yanka. Yes. Nti eno de ye den free suruba from said den ye de hwe still I bezum because ye all mem ha no. How partisan we make it, and the problem.
Exactly.
Say as a man as a nipemu any yimu
exactly.
And no and yet, but say obi free had there. Free ho. Eti mikron from Pacho we dey mo amudiem. Monto aba mame. Nanka wushi a obi onu su free south. I don't say south ha ye kra no. Mun say ye kra ye doso. Monto aba mame nso. Na ni e dey si ani. So but ekoye mudie mu free hanti ena we mu free hanti ena mu nimunchi ena ye nim yenchi ena ye ne oso ye die ena eno no de na de enchichemu na eda ye ntem a ye san kabom na ede boa chichire o man no ne ato anu agu ava enchichemu no ete ye ntem so what you say yes because ayinini ochinini engranini Santinini, Angonanini, Fantinini, Sremnini, Yakabum Yeshia, Yamubi Yanin, Namhediti, one who boo, Fensuno, da, baby, free.
I may come a feature.
What I say, and I know Joa Sanko. Joa Sanko, or Shokubia. Hey, Damantiza! The Hannah is an free. Now, now, no one who say, Ampa. Yes, we are one people. Yeah, Ghana for yeah, you name to me free for koda.
Na ya no na ya wo kano. Say the partisanship na ya de bemu and necessary because Emra NDC for Ekoyi Jo Mahama our free northern region. We heard some of the comments that people in the NPP a ticket of that nature because of baby Ofi. Little did they know say a time is going to come one. Omusuboka ko you be from the same part of that country. Eti ye de name be politics kwa samba bebe bare yen. Se fa wo update mi bi wan.
Update no aka na BBS.
Okay.
And said dem ka kire wo no e o sisi etimi etwe ni kokohwe Accra Sports Stadium. Now I heard the course because party like crowd we did that. They already know.
Wabino.
They already know. They already know. They are already aware. Yeah, where it all. That's Accra Sports Stadium. Okay, Facebook. That's Accra Sports Stadium.
Okay, so who sent here Accra Sports Stadium? I in readiness for the declaration of results. Now, Pacho, join us on Facebook. Ko Facebook, nehe stage kesiya pa NPP amanyoko na bo na what they are to say NPP decides 2023 and preparations akwa animu pa. In no time, a penifo ahodoɔ will start arriving. A forecourt of Baba Yara Sports, Mr. Baba Yara Sports, Accra Sports Stadium. Na ye the nsɛm ni nyinaa ɛde abrɛw. Our reporters are there, and ye be sɛnea dwumadie no ɛbɛkɔ. But I want to engage a political analyst. Na magye na dwenkyerɛ on ye akɔ so far. Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochre, a political analyst. Wa join me on Humano. So, Doc, Otemenka, Memoajo Edasi Bebrene, Omra Wenyamayen. Minim sawa monitor elections na so far. What's nasi na wosisia for you as a political analyst? What will be your initial analysis of sa election way?
Well, I think by and large, committee me I conduct elections. I'm an I successful. It is just because someone bemuno. I just cannot take the shine away from the democratic process. Some of us felt to say, if Dr. Baumia is that overwhelmingly popular, then there was no need to say, obligatory the palm of the electorate by giving them a whooping 400 Ghana cedis. But of course, Kennedy Japan Honorable as an individual was also able to give 300 according to the report that came out. But I mean, this has been quite incident-free, so it has been a successful election. You cannot take anything away from that.
You appear, I don't know if I have to describe it as disappointed or I don't know which word to use, but you appear disappointed by the fact that monies were paid. But are you surprised? I mean, this is Ghana for you and the kind of politics we do.
I'm not surprised, but I'm quite disappointed. But quite disappointed that it is coming from someone that has been touted as honest, humble, and all those things, all those qualities that you can think of. And yet, on to me, and I say, I'm going to win this election by the use of ideas and messaging. And I said in your studios earlier today, say, in terms of political messaging, Iraq and Japan, cannot be compared to Tomia. Tomia was far, far away in terms of political messaging. Until at the end of the day, I'm very sure, say, the establishment became a bit jittery. And they said, hey, for you to save your delegates tomorrow there, then obviously you have to plug the holes. And that means they will have to pay that kind of money. But it's just quite unfortunate that this is how far our democracy and our election process has been reduced to.
But the NPP expanded Womo Electoral College some years ago, said be discouraging amount from influencing with money. To the extent that in spite of over 200,000 delegates, people are still able to pay their way through. Obeka said, "Sa reform are pay off as the party envisaged at the time then."
It has not really paid off. Probably, maybe reducing the amount that each delegate can get, the quantum. Because you see, some years back, we're talking about matches, Kobe, Kakodia, and not talking about fridges, flat screens, and even Eto's vehicles. So, I mean, we just don't know what to do for now. But the point is that if the politicians are not ready and willing to stop giving, the delegate will forever be ready to collect.
How do we address this monocracy? I mean, there was an attempt to do it, but clearly results nature say antimi effective. Yɛbɛyɛ dɛn na yɛate sika so in terms of the influence ɛwɔ yɛ internal politics mu.
Well, the only thing is that we need to empower the political parties, not making sure say they will crack the whip. And then, in terms of people to or party, you definitely will have to reimburse the person. But that reimbursement shouldn't come from the individual nominee, because Abanasana, he will want to gain some kind of favor from the delegates. And that in itself will still amount to some kind of influence and corruption. So if we want a level playing field, of which contestants against Dr. Bamio all complain about that lack of level playing field, if we want that, then whatever is needed should be given to the party. The party, those are the national helm of affairs. Regional should not be seen. You see, should not be seen openly campaigning and galvanizing votes, keeping people in line against a particular opponent. That is something that should be guarded against. And that when it comes to distribution of food, per diem and all those things, all delegates must take that kind of money or resource only from the party and not from individuals. That is the best way to go.
How about the prescription? And answer the suggestion say empowering the polling station executives by way of putting them on monthly salary be and allowances be a bit more diffuse side, because what delegates need be some more can or season near party nation any package be ama omo after every 4 years and sana omubenya bibi kakredi inti sanka.
But many like Sasika no bet me for and that was saying.
Asemo.
And that was saying they need to get sustainable jobs. They need to get sustainable jobs. You need to empower them with the necessary skill that will create an enabling environment so that they don't live on the whims and caprice of politicians.
From the results I gather so far, dear, clearly Dr. Baumia is in a comfortable lead. Ufo said then a magic in the man.
Is the lead. As he chalked the 73, 75, 80% that they spoke about.
Well, per the results in the DSR predictions, we are far away from that.
Thank you. So you see, the likes of Uncle Ben FC, anyway, because he is a pollster, and I think sometimes I wonder how they look at things and think that it is so that easy and simple. In a special delegate conference, in which the majority of these special delegate conference, the characteristics, most of them could probably be appointees of government, the president, some previous MPs, some previous DCs, founders of the party, they will easily pander to the whims and caprices of the establishment. In that particular elections, Dr. Bamia could not get 70%. On what basis? That you are going to have the grassroots coming together to decide who becomes the presidential candidate. And I think that the man can make 73, 75, 80%. I was just shocked about where they were getting and how they were getting the analysis. And Samuel Uku, I don't know where he's the chief strategist, and said they're looking out for 75 to 80%. And that what the Global Info Analytics did was unscientific. And that almost why young polls, and said this is what they are going to get and going to chalk out of the whole process. So I think that they may have said so many things to the person they were working for us at Obamia, but most of these things were unrealistic. And that Obamia, being someone that has been touted as data analyst or someone who works whose decisions and sayings are driven by data, I think he must go back and have a rework and a rethink of his popularity and support base within the party. And that was it.
Doc, say beda wasi bebre se wenyambre ewo ye ho na wone yen edi nkomo fiti no pa besi sa emre 8 past the R5. Kojo?
As of a year a bra na nunumu abo pepepe no na me re fresh a year me system no. Na me refresh system no na che say enema ko nanimu anisa. Say aka 10 voting locations. 10 out of the a year 328 aka 10. And they say you were a year 318 certified.
Okay.
Now the frimu ebani ora Canada compare ko Japan e was 37.14%. Ono etosumienu. And Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, it was 61.68%. Mame Emma Etiefo inhu the voting locations are aka as we speak now. Na yewo Ashaiman AMB Greater Accra, Ayawaso Central, Dome Kwabenya AMB, Dome Abra Obum, Lejekuku AMB, Medina, and Tamale Central. Tamale Central or Northern Region. These are the 10 pending voting locations. Emma Emetuja. Yeah, me pacho percentage wise, Ken ewo 37.14, and Ura Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ewo 61.68. Now, Yama etiefoni for a bit of the regional breakdown with the results that we have had so far. Na Ahafo region, Kennedy Akompreko Japan, enya 1,040. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, enya 2,985. 2,985. Now, percentage-wise, out of the total valid votes cast in Ahafo region, Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 25.7%. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 73.78%. Ashanti region, Kennedy Japan enya 113 debi. 11,390.
Okay.
11,390. And Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 22,205. Percentage wise, Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 33.66%.
Okay.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 65.63%. Yanko Bono region 2,326. And Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 3,977. Percentage, Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 36.54% of the valid vote cast. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 62.47%. Bono East region, Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 1,548. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 5,434. Percentage wise, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 76.33%. Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 21.74%. Central region numbers nini, Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 10,828. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 6,159. Percentage wise, Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 63.43%. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 36.08%. Yanko Eastern region, Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 6,794. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enya 13,000 387. Percentage wise, Kennedy Akompoko Japan in 33.46%. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 65.93%. Greater Accra region. Almost a close shave. A close shave. Greater Accra region. Kennedy Akompoko Japan in 13,221. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 14,842. Percentage wise, Kennedy Akompoko Japan in 46.78%. But Momian Kai say Greater Accra region results in out of the 10 voting locations at Akano, emu 9 a Greater Accra region. Enti the percentage na maybe boss no obroni beka say a tentative no anemu animu ya anti for the purposes of calculations no enti na maybe boss no ni nyina be ba no ebehu the bigger picture. Exactly, ebehu the bigger picture. Na oko national mega national
GT
Greater Accra, but Greater Accra, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Enya 52.52%. Canada Akompoko Japan, Enya 46.78%. National. Kennedy Akompoko Japan.
Oka national na patch headquarters.
I want a national executive in Akoko to Omaba. Okay. Owa Kennedy Japan, Enya 133. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 254. Percentage wise, Kennedy Akompoko Japan enya 33.84%. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enya 64.63%. Northeast, Kennedy Akompoko Japan 23.
Wow. The region.
23 what?
Votes.
23,000.
23,000 anyway.
23.
23.
Bako 23.
Hey!
Northeast region.
Northeast region. 23.
This is
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 3,444. Percentage wise, Kennedy Akompoko Japan in 0.66%, and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 99.14%. Now, the other regions, Enunye, Medican Abu Bosso did that, and Timaminfa a year northern region.
I'm on for you, Huru.
Ade, if you know the BB banner.
Videos not starting ba.
It is expected. Even student politics.
I'm on for you, Huru.
It is expected.
Young share northeast, mid northeast about young northern region. A year Kennedy Akompoko Japan 1,900. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 8,460. Percentage wise, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 79.77%. Kennedy Akompoko Japan in 17.92%. OT region, Kennedy Japan in 1,311. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 3,591. Percentage wise, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 72.33%. Kennedy Akompoko Japan in 26.4%. Savannah region, Kennedy Japan in 1,028. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 2,603. Percentage wise, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 69.69%. 69. And Ora Kennedy Akompoko Japan 27.52%. Afi yentunko eye upper east, upper west regions. Upper east region, Ora Kennedy Japan 2,111. Owura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 5,218. Percentage 68.53 for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. 27.73 for Kennedy Akompreko Japan. Upper West Region. Owura Kennedy Japan enya 1,084%. 84 votes, sorry.
1,084.
1,084. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 4,878. Percentage wise, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 78.49%. Ena Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 17.44%. Afeyanko Volta region. Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 5,845. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 4,984. Percentage wise, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 45.27%. Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 53.09%. Western region. Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 4,899. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 7,465. Percentage wise, Owura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 59.73%. Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 39.2%. Western North. Eno eye region Chato amede bre etiefo ne ayefo as part of the regional breakdown. Numbers are yenya from the respective regions, and amede atudwa no, and their corresponding percentages. Western North, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 3,386. 3,386. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia dia unya no. Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 2,354. Percentage wise, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 58.61%. Ena Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan enya 40.75%. Regional breakdown no. And I'm the abre etiefo ne ayefo more etiefo ne ayefo nka say the remainder 10 voting locations no emu bako 9 ewo Greater Accra region, bako ewo Northern region.
Happy 98.9 FM. Jumedieno ena wasugusu awutie no. Okay. Let's try and sort this thing out. And videos I started fly. I started fly. About for you, bro. You crow hano. But could be at the chrem. I say,
That's unfortunate. Boka. That's unfortunate. Boka. That's unfortunate. Happy FM. Happy FM. Happy FM. Happy FM. That's unfortunate.
Happy FM. Happy FM 98.9.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidina meche angel cola. Me bread do. Obi fa angel cola drink. Na ni yonku eyi angel orange. Ana angel mango. Ose me san pe di obi eyi. Aka me de.
Sese obi ape angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai, daddy, me say me penny ni nebi.
Sister, wo dear mama angel peach, angel strawberry, and na angel cocktail. Actually, no my body angel apple lime.
What ye? Sani of my dear. Miss Angel Cola, any angel orange, and a mania. I think
It's also from wifey. For us, Chestano, Ebesia. Never angel drinks in a room. Obiankatan and in winning. There was some mono, no anum.
Annie, that's a massa. And no ano.
There be a sunny and
Angel Cola, the assemble. Angel drinks here. I'm in my bush. I don't call soft drinks beverages limited. And why? Who to do after one? 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel drinks.
Taste like our day.
FDA, it's time to relive good African music, legendary music that still thrills at African Legends Night. Come and enjoy live performances from Obrafo, George Gerard, Kwabena, and the sensational Yvonne Chaka Chaka from South Africa. Get your tickets for 500 Ghana Cedis single and 900 Ghana Cedis couple from Airport Shell, Silverbird Cinemas, Global Media Alliance, or online via AfricanLegendsNight.com or Eager Tickets, or via *713 *33 *40 hash, powered by Global Media Alliance, FM, CTFM, CTTV, YTV, MX24, NYDJ Live, Amayal Deborah, BNFT, Ghana Web, and 3 Music. African Legends Night, celebrating music of African origin.
Happy FM. Happy FM.
Happy FM 98.9.
Happy FM 98.9.
Baby, when you say happy mass wedding na you share with TV so no. Hey, real. After 2024, the end I'm quite.
Oh, and then at the Bia, who jam assume with happy mass wedding. Uni baby, from your tree.
Me don't be a see. Share, and Frenchia no man, many what champion, I was Shamia Wadia Hope Bono. D for that baby. Just imagine. Samisha white gown, Namikita flowers, Nami to Baku, and walking down the aisle. Tan tan tan.
Hey, man, white wedding. Abna, ma catcher with pembe bree. Say, me Bob was a cano, Nam de Aquacoto Danka Siena, a walk home, I said, your bear, or Pia Betimiaka was a me. Menya crowd was a big your wedding, Kakabia.
It's we know how, pa. We know how, pa. Happy FM, offer wedding package. You bet me a worry, no one sounds what would they see.
Hey, and Mamma, you know,
El Chamano. Hey, chairman, bia chairman.
Oh, me dear, I was said your baby to me, Quano. Quaman, you bet me, say Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding.
Oh, hey, Coco cry. You bet me a friend Happy FM, my ginger chimwe quickly. I want who may so 0244 906 235. And I say 0302 254 858. You bet me so aqua or dining. I will asylum down here for picket forms.
Hey, any of you a Happy FM Mass Wedding, idiot. And you fed your grow crowd.
Happy Mass Wedding. It's a wedding on another level. Don't
When my
It's time to relive good African music, legendary music that still thrills at African Legends Night. Come and enjoy live performances from Obrafo, George Gerard, Kwabena, and the sensational Yvonne Chaka Chaka from South Africa. Get your tickets for 500 Ghana Cedis single and 900 Ghana Cedis couple from Airport Shell, Silverbird Cinemas, Global Media Alliance, or online via AfricanLegendsNight.com or Eager Tickets, or via *713 *33 *40# and make your way to the Grand Arena on 1st December 2023 at 6 p.m. For